Robot Wars in all its destructive glory will be right back. Those metal-munching maniacs are back on Robot Wars.
Let's get serious. There's 2 places in our All-Stars final at the end of the series, and 4 robots who want them. You do the maths. It's going to get messy. It's our All-Star semi-finals.
In a moment, Chaos against Tornado. But our first semi-final, Razer, world champions, against Firestorm, the underdogs.
So, are you ready for some All-Stars action? Good. And hoping for a place in that final. Go ballistic for Firestorm!
A wedge-shaped robot with the flipping arm, just the heavier here at 100 kilos, the faster too at 12 miles an hour. Electric power to ignite our Firestorm. This is how they got to the semi-final, beating Panic Attack, the former British champions. Look at the head-on driving style of Firestorm to get in underneath and exploit any high ground clearance. And then they have that flipping arm, the kinetic weapon. They then beat Wild Thing in the quarterfinals. No real contest here. Wild Thing had the spinning disc, but Firestorm driving full on again, repeatedly. Too aggressive, too controlled. Good stuff.
And standing in their path, let it rip for the world champions, the mighty Razer!
Razer's beak is the envy of many. Crushability high, speed 11 miles an hour moderate, reliability from 2 trolley shop caddy motors has been low in the past, but overall a mean machine. In the first round they met Gemini. Twice as nice, no, we'll have a slice. Razer clutched on with the beak and the front scoop, pierced, dented, destroyed. Look at that. You are talking enormous power. They next took on Behemoth in the quarterfinal. This was closer, surprisingly so. The judges gave it to Razer because of that damage caused to Behemoth.
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm at the controls. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew, Hazel Heslop, Graham's girlfriend, in there as well. And Razer, Ian Lewis driving. There he is on the left. Simon Scott in the middle, and Vinnie Blood too in that box. And Matilda, look at the tusks, look at the flywheel. Tough. And perhaps tougher still, Shunt. That axe, diamond-edged and gleaming.
3, 2, 1.
We're down to the 4 best robots around. Firestorm and Razer, 2 of them. Razer immediately puncturing Firestorm's flipping weapon. Look at that, crumpling, buckling and bending. Firestorm went on the all-out onslaught attack as we knew they would, and immediately coming to grief. And Razer literally ripping through that flipping arm, clinging on now. And Firestorm, I think their main hope would be to push Razer if they can towards the pit or towards an angle grinder, get away, come back in, try and get in underneath. But what damage has been caused is that flipping arm now out of action. Look, it's bent, metal, almost ripped from the very frame. They're going in again to puncture. Well, this is very one-sided, and surprisingly so. Firestorm, they can still operate that weapon. Alex Mordew, if he can have a chance. The student, the 21-year-old. Razer, oh, triumphantly there. lifting Firestorm aloft and holding it in the air. The crowd loved it. Great performance this by Razer. Theatrical, showboating really. Now, Firestorm, what can they do? Again, it's that frontal attack, trying to flip, but it's kamikaze in the end. They're now in the CPZ, which means, of course, Matilda can come into play with the tusks and the drive. Oh, turning and getting the flywheel, and also inviting Shunted for some of the action with the axe. Poor old Firestorm there, taking tremendous damage here. They may well survive to go to a judge's decision. I think they are going to now, but look at the damage caused by those Razer boys. They think they've won it. I'd be amazed if they haven't. And Firestorm, look at that, the face of defeat. Razer immediately just puncturing any Firestorm hopes after the Firestorm head-on attack. It was their one tactic. They knew they had to go in on the attack Firestorm. This was magnificent here. Razer knew at that point they'd won it.
Well, the judges have made a decision. It's no surprise, no controversy. The robot that can put 1,000 perforations into every robot's gone through. The winners are Razer! Come on, lads! You're through to the All-Star final at the end of the series. But now it's all coming together, and that was an awesome display.
Those guys are good, though.
Yeah, I mean, but you made that robot look average, because it's a good robot.
It is a damn good machine.
I mean, it was a bit like you were showing off when you picked it up, and, you know, it was sort of like,
we've got to do that.
That is just,
it was trademark.
Like, that was bullying, man. That was just bullying.
No, it's trademark. We've got to show it to the kids, haven't we?
You were toying with it like a cat toys with a mouse.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's go hell for leather for Razer!
Stay tuned for more battle-hungry robots on Tech TV. Crank up the carnage.
1 through. Now, our second All-Star semi-final. Chaos 2 reigning British champions against Tornado. They've been massively impressive so far, but more on that in a moment, Craig.